Hello everyone, I am Uday Datrak. I am planning to teach 100 plus security test cases to find security issues within the web application. Subscribe to my channel, you will be getting daily alerts. I will be uploading at least daily one video, and this course will be at least like maximum of like 50 hours. With that course you will be able to learn everything including report writing for description, impact, remediation. Okay, now we will try to create one more website. That's it, guys. The reason why we are deploying like 10 plus different web applications is we are trying to understand one new thing while deploying each web application. Hacker is the one who also understands the process flow of the web application. It's not just like searching something in the search box. Hacking doesn't happen just like that. Once you are comfortable with the web application and understanding the web application code, or like understanding the process flow, what is happening when you enter some data on the registration page, or what is happening when you enter some data on the login page, you will be able to understand like what all the attacks needs to be performed on those pages. So this is very crucial, guys. Otherwise, even if you do security testing for 10 years, you can't be finding good number of security issues. I've seen people with 10 plus years experience, but still they can't provide at least average results. This is very important, guys. So watch my videos and again for the first 10 videos to understand the process flow of the application. Okay, now we'll try to use the this one, and we'll stop it. This is my 10th. Login, logout, connect, check. We have something installed. Okay, click download as zip. Right click, copy. Now we'll try to learn one more new thing in this. Now can you guys think and tell me what like we need to see whether the WAMP is running? Yes. If it is not running, then what you guys need to do, you need to double click on this WAMP icon and you need to start it. Once it turns green color, it's running. Now you need to see whether, yes, you can open, okay, localhost, and then what was the folder name? As soon as we hit enter, what happens here? What will be the first file that loads? What we have here, index.php. Okay. This looks good, but we do not have registration page here. And how can we log in? We need to see the GitHub page for username and password. Simple password. To install it on MySQL server, you need to install .sql. It is designed to work on localhost with username. Okay. We don't have any .sql file here. There is some file called reg.php, and also we'll try to browse this. Any file is fine. I'll just write that particular file name. Though it is not showing our registration page on the front end, it is very important, guys. some web applications doesn't show up the registration page, so you need to guess like register.php, signup.php, reg.php. So this is one very important thing for you to learn now. Okay, now we need to enter username and password to register. Uday Datrak, password is, okay, I'll enter as password itself. Click submit. Unknown database website, very common. Since I entered username password, it's not registering here, it's not storing up. Let's see what is the code inside this. I go to the form, search for form, okay, method equal to post, okay, username, I entered username password, so the website is taking. Since I do not mention anything, action is equal to, so after entering username password, in the backend the username password will be processed in the same page itself, register.php. Or else if I give hello.php, then your username password will be sent to this particular file, and we need to open that particular file to see what's happening next. Okay, now, okay, as soon we enter username, it's requiring connect.php. Now we'll go to connect.php page. Okay, now it's connecting to a database called website. Do you have the database called website? For that we need to open phpMyAdmin. It's very good that each example we are learning something new. Like here, we do not have any database called website here. I at least would have found 10 to 20 times critical issues by finding the internal pages like register.php or else some other pages. I'll discuss later. I don't want to confuse you guys. Create database website. Very nice. Now next step is, okay, here connection.php, we know that database name, we created it, username is okay, fine. Now again we need to come back to that particular page, register.php page, and see what all the table names and column names here. That is important, right? Before entering data into this, insert into table name, and these two are column names. So I need to create a table name with two columns called username password. I'll click on website, create table name called users, number of columns is 2. So website only, right? Okay, table name and username password. Okay, username password, they are not integers, that means they are not numbers. There can be varchar, means character can be integer too, like default length is 100. Yes, we created it. How can we know that whether we created or not? We can see here, table name, column names, sorry, 2 column names. And when you click on database name, you can select that this will show up, like, first one database name, table name, click plus, you can see the column names. Wow. Now come back to the page, it should probably enter that. Welcome Uday Datrak, it works. Wow, it really works. They are showing like as if it's something very good. Now see on the login page, welcome Uday Datrak. Wow, Nice. The very important lesson what we have learned here is this application is not showing up the registration page in the front end, but the hacker will try to guess, like what do you say, signup.php, admin.php, register.php, registration.php, sign underscore up.php. Some people use sign and use caps. So you need to guess for 30 to 40 combinations. Sometimes you need to make a list and you can put it with your checklist with you, like how do I check for the registration page. This is very important for external network penetration testing or unauthenticated penetration testing. What unauthenticated penetration testing means? The client will not give you the username password for the web application to log in and test. It is your job to identify the username and password. But in the front end, you cannot see the registration page. Then you have to identify and try to find out the sign up page. It is not necessary that every website will be having a sign up page. Some websites may not be having it. But still you need to try hard, finding, like you don't need to spend more than 10 minutes on that. So I will tell you, once, if you in future, if you put all the file names on the particular file, like what is there, like signup.php, signup.php, sign underscore .php, registration.php. Okay, so let's say you have a count till 2-300 related to registration page itself. So what we do is we use some automated tool and we pass this list to automated tool, so that within a minute it will tell us whether that particular file exists or not. If exists, that's it. You have to open that file, you have to register simply, and then just have to log in, guys. So yes, now this application is running. So I wanted to tell you one important thing, guys. As we are going through all these lessons, so what you need to do is you need to download these application codes and you have to upload in your Google Drive and put a backup on your pen drive or on your laptop. Okay, in future if this GitHub projects gets deleted, I am not responsible. And this is very good, like a good tip for you. Like what I'm trying to say is, come back and open the and select all this list. Okay, so you can select this complete list. Okay, and you can zip it. Next time when you try to install WAMP on different machine, you just have to unzip all these particular projects. That's it. You have deployed them all in one shot, and you can start practicing within just 2 minutes. You don't have to download each project newly on every new machine. Once you set up all these in this machine like this, then you just have to zip it and unzip it every time when you want to, working in a new company or on a new laptop, or if you want to teach someone else. Okay guys, so we are done with this. In the next lesson we will try to see the functionality of the web application, like what is the process flow, what is happening actually in the backend. For that will be only one lesson, and after that we'll jump into 100 plus security testing, unique security test cases. Starts with number one. So far we haven't started any security testing course. We are just trying to understand how a websites will be, and in each website we are trying to learn one new thing.